The dawn of the nuclear age began on July 16, 1945, with the Trinity test in New Mexico, marking humanity's entry into a new era of warfare. This detonation unleashed an explosion equivalent to 20 kilotons of TNT, vaporizing the surrounding desert and leaving a crater of destruction. Shortly after, the United States dropped 2 atomic bombs on Japan, Little Boy on Hiroshima with a yield of 15 kilotons, and Fat Man on Nagasaki at 21 kilotons. These bombings resulted in over 200,000 deaths, showcasing the unprecedented destructive power of nuclear weapons. The immediate devastation was compounded by long-term radiation effects, leading to severe health issues for survivors. These events not only ended World War II but also ignited a global arms race, with nations striving to develop more powerful nuclear arsenals, setting the stage for a precarious balance of terror that continues to this day. Since 1945, the world has witnessed a staggering total of approximately 2,475 nuclear test explosions. The majority of these tests were carried out by just 2 nations, the United States with 1,132 tests and the Soviet Union with 981 tests. These tests weren't just scientific experiments, they were shows of power, tools of political pressure, and steps toward perfecting weapons capable of global annihilation. From deserts to remote islands, the Earth has been scarred by these explosions, some of which released radiation far beyond the test zones. While early bombs were measured in kilotons, nations soon entered the megaton era, producing weapons hundreds or even thousands of times more powerful than Hiroshima. These tests helped perfect delivery systems like intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, and submarine-launched warheads, making the threat more mobile, more sudden, and far harder to defend against. The bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki were devastating, 15 and 21 kilotons of TNT, respectively. But modern nuclear weapons have gone far beyond. The USB-83 bomb, still in active service, has a maximum yield of 1.2 megatons, which is 1,200 kilotons, 80 times more powerful than the Hiroshima bomb. Now consider Castle Bravo, a US test in 1954 that reached 15 megatons, equivalent to 1,000 Hiroshimas. But nothing compares to the Tsar Bomba, detonated by the Soviet Union in 1961. With a blast of 50 megatons, it was about 3,333 times more powerful than Hiroshima. And that was only at half its design capacity. The full design was for 100 megatons, or 6,666 Hiroshimas in one bomb. The scale here is nearly incomprehensible. One detonation could wipe out a major metropolitan region, trigger mass fires, cause global fallout, and change the climate. These aren't weapons of war, they're weapons of planetary impact. As of past estimates, the global nuclear arsenal has reached an astonishing 15,600 warheads, and likely more today. Just 2 countries, Russia and the United States, own about 92% of them. Russia holds roughly 7,300 warheads, while the US has about 6,970. The remaining 8% is split among 7 other nuclear powers. France with around 300, China with 260, the UK with 180, Pakistan with 125, India with 115, Israel with anywhere between 60 to 400, and North Korea, whose numbers remain uncertain. These figures are based on slightly outdated data, meaning the actual count today could be even higher. Many of these warheads are on high alert, mounted on ICBMs and ready for launch within minutes. A single miscalculation, a false alarm, or an escalation could unleash hundreds of them in retaliation chains. We're not just living in a nuclear world, we're living in a world saturated with instant annihilation potential. The terrifying power of nuclear weapons doesn't end with the explosion. The immediate human cost is horrific. Tens or hundreds of thousands of lives can vanish in seconds. In Hiroshima and Nagasaki, people were vaporized instantly, while thousands more suffered from burns, radiation sickness, and cancers for years to come. But the environmental cost is equally dire. A single detonation lifts radioactive particles into the atmosphere, contaminating air, soil, and water. Entire cities would become uninhabitable for decades. Worse, multiple detonations could cause a nuclear winter, a scenario where soot and debris block sunlight, dropping global temperatures, killing crops, and triggering worldwide famine. The consequences of even a limited nuclear war would affect every person on Earth, regardless of where they live. These weapons are not just instruments of war, they are threats to the future of human civilization itself. Out of the estimated 15,600 nuclear warheads, over 3,700 are deployed and ready for immediate use, many of them mounted on intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, or housed in submarines silently patrolling the oceans. A single submarine can carry more firepower than all the bombs dropped in World War II. This readiness is maintained under the principle of mutually assured destruction, MAD, a doctrine that suggests if one nation launches nuclear weapons, the other will respond in kind, ensuring total annihilation of both. MAD is not a safety net, it's a psychological standoff, peace maintained by the threat of apocalypse. With decision windows often just minutes long, even a false alarm, technical glitch, or cyber attack could unleash catastrophic retaliation. Humanity is effectively sitting on a hair trigger, with civilization survival hinging on constant restraint, stable leadership, and pure luck. Today, we live in a world where a single decision, made in haste or by mistake, could end life as we know it. Technology has advanced beyond comprehension, but our capacity to handle it with wisdom still falters. Despite treaties, reductions, and peace talks, thousands of nuclear warheads remain ready to launch within minutes. And while the Cold War may be over, new tensions rise between superpowers, emerging nuclear states, and unstable regions. The terrifying part? This is all considered normal. We've grown numb to the fact that humanity holds the power to destroy itself many times over. As Albert Einstein once warned, "I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones." That's not just a quote, it's a prophecy, and unless we act wisely, it may become a reality carved into what's left of our future.